got 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is neck and neck. Time is up. Oh, the fish you can use as well. So what I've just pulled off. Sorry, I should be showing the camera. I don't know if that. The undisputed lords and messiahs of shucking. Yeah, that's great.
One of the amazing things now. Okay, who are you wearing your shirt? What we're going to do.
With a welcome to country led by Trisha Hodge. She's a Palawa woman and will be followed by a short speech from Mure Hodge.
Ya pulingina nina mapali. Ya pulingina milaydina mana mapali tu. Milaydina Palawa muinina. Mina milaydina trubuway. Mina milaydina turanomera mina. Mina tapudi milaydina malakadi. Milaydina Palawa Kipli Mulaka Panangana Nidapa Mapali Nari Kipli Tunapri Tapudi Milaydina Tapudi Kunani Tapudi Lina Tapudi Timtimili Medanya Tapudi Muka Tapudi Warankili Tunapri Pudia Pawa Ningimpi Manamapali Nangampi Manamapali Waranta Maipia Nara Mapali Paiwutinia Kara Milaydina Nika Milaydina Mana Waranta Palawa Milaydina Nika Mary Ninatu. I'd like to welcome you all here to Muinina land, Palawa country. My country is Tribulway in the northeast and Turanomaramena on the east coast, and I live on Malakadi country south of here. Our ancestors, Ningimpi and Ningampi, they're still here. They're all around us and they continue to give us our dreaming and our law. And our ancestors have hunted here, Kipli Mulaka, hunted for their food in the Muka, the ocean, for Panangana fish and Nidapa abalone for thousands of generations. Our knowledge, Tunapri, travels through the Milaydina, the country, from the top of Kunani, Mount Wellington, through the line of the freshwater, to Timtimili Mananya, the river, out to the Muka, the ocean, and up to Warrankili, the sky, and it's never finished, Pudiapawa. So our knowledge will always be here in the country. The plants and the animals hold our knowledge, and we're the voice for them. And today we walk where our ancestors walked. Warranta Takara, Milaydina Nara Mapali Takara. Palawa people have lived here for a minimum of 42,500 years, which is 2 ice ages and at least 3,000 generations. And every single one of us here today has ancestors that have lived on country somewhere in the world for 3,000 generations as well. It's only in more recent years that we've been living and working and farming and things like that, but it's in all of us to live on the country, to live sustainably and to care for the country so that it's here for another 3,000 generations. Navy Minatu, thank you all very much. Enjoy the festival and have a wonderful time.
Trisha Hodge, ladies and gentlemen, proud Palawa woman, and of course a very important thing here for the Tasmania Seafood Festival, the traditional custodians of the land, that's for sure. That's amazing stuff from her. Now we've got the director of Mures Tasmania to provide a short address and officially open the festival. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Will Mure. Put your hands together.
Thank you very much. That was a very, very wonderful welcome to country, and I just wanted to put my own thoughts on the seafood industry in Tasmania. There's been a thriving seafood industry. We live on an island, and as such we have a wonderful selection of incredible seafood. From our world famous oysters to our high value abalone, crayfish, the beautiful deep water species like blue-eyed trevally and ling, and the Southern Bluefin Tuna. Makes sense to have a seafood festival to celebrate Tassie's amazing produce. And what better place to have it than here on the waterfront with the fishing boats surrounding us. This festival was thought about not that long ago. We thought we would have it in September, which gave us plenty of time to organise it. But then when we looked a bit closely at the weather in September, we thought, no, let's make it March when the weather's a bit more stable. but that put us back 6 months or closer. So we had a mad rush to get organised. We're hugely grateful to Tasports. They've supported us through this development of this inaugural seafood festival, and they've really helped us make this happen. And also I wanted to have a big shout out to all the staff that have been involved in putting this together as well. There's been a lot of hard work and it's come together really well at the last moment. So everybody, I'd like to officially open the Seafood Festival, and please everyone eat, drink and be merry. Thank you.
Will Mure, ladies and gents, and we're going to this is pretty exciting because we're going to have a whole Southern Bluefin carving sesh right here on the main stage, and this guy is a third generation fisher. Jock Mure is expertly right in front of us going to carve a whole Southern Bluefin tuna, freshly caught by Mures, by that vessel Selkie just out there, and as he works he's going to guide us through the techniques to catch, handle and care for this remarkable fish. Hello Gabby, would you like to say something too, or just Oh, he's going to get the fish. He's got to go catch the fish first. So he's just going to pop out to the Southern Ocean to get the bluefin tuna, because they're hard to find. Apparently they're about 40 miles out to sea towards New Zealand, you know, across the ditch, across the Tasman there. So it is a hard fish to find, but they do catch them all the time. And you can actually try them. You down in the front row who are in the beautiful little bean bags down here, you can try some bluefin tuna. Sashimi, does that sound good? Yeah. It's bloody delicious too, the bluefin tuna. So we've got some awesome knives here. Demtel have supplied us with these, but wait, there's more, which is good. So a chance to taste the tuna straight from the frame too, which is pretty cool. So he's going to be coming out in a second, but we're excited to have a third generation Mure here. Jock Mure with his bluefin tuna. Oh my God, look at the size of this. That is heavy, Jock. Are you all right? Jeez, you've got the boat in camping and fishing. Where'd you get that one from? Just beautiful Darwin?
Just out on the docks there.
Yeah, nice.
It's so funny. I was so sure I was ready to go, and then going into.
You forgot the main.
I forgot the fish.
Well, this is what it's about. It's the whole Southern Bluefin carving. So, first of all, welcome to the stage, Jock. You're putting on some of the utensils that you need to carve this fish. So, tell us about the knives first of all. Have a look at these. What have we got here?
So, I'm sorry. I'll catch my breath.
That's a heavy fish.
This is a very Western style carving. I'm not going to pretend I'm a trained sushi chef, but I'm a trained Tasmanian. So these are the knives we'll typically use to cut fish here. This one here, little knife, is my number one go-to knife for cutting a tuna. This big one, all it ever does is skins fish. It's not good for anything else, just skinning fish. But I'll pull this fish out.
Do you need a hand with it?
Should be okay.
Probably do, actually. So there we go, it's unzipping it. That is a beauty. Look at the size of this. Round of applause for the bluefin tuna. That is gigantic. And typically, mate, whereabouts do you find these fish? Like, where do you cast the line?
So you can catch them around a lot of the Tasmanian coastline. Where I tend to go down the south coast, I launch out of Cockle Creek, and then I go to a place either called Pedra Blanca or Mewstone, which is a bit further around the south coast. And it's really consistent fishing down there, but closest spot to Hobart, Eaglehawk Neck. You can be in a 14-foot tinny, 5 minutes out of the boat ramp at Eaglehawk Neck, and still have a chance of catching a fish. So we're very lucky in Tassie that it's that accessible.
And how long have you been chasing fish in the water? Have you always been a keen fisherman in the family, obviously, being a Mure?
Yeah, so I think like a lot of Tasmanians, I grew up catching fish, rod and reel fishing. And then obviously being part of the Mure family, when I was old enough to jump on the commercial boats, I did a bit of commercial fishing. And I'm lucky because now I get to catch rod and reel fish for bluefin tuna under a commercial license. So I can go out on the day and catch tuna, and it's work. I say in inverted commas because I love it. So the boat is actually behind the stage that I fish in, so have a look at that. It's a 7.5 metre aluminium centre console.
All right, so let's just go through the carving of it. What are you doing here? Just cutting straight through the gut of the tuna.
Yep, so first thing I do is I remove the head and the tail, so I'm left with what we call a trunk. When I gut the fish, all I cut is about 1 inch at the back, and then I pull all the guts through the top, so that means this whole belly is intact, because the belly is the best part, fattiest part of the fish. Anytime you cut a fish, it gets a risk for like infection where it can fester, so the little you cut a fish, the better, the less chance it has of festering. So these fish, all gilled and gutted on board the boat, bled, and then into a nice slurry. So obviously it's such a beautiful creature. We want to look after it as best as we can and make sure it's premium quality when it gets back to shore. And that definitely starts at sea.
And there will be a distinct smell for the front row. I hope you're not too nauseous. If you are, look away now. But here we go. So cutting it through, where was this one caught? Do you know?
Yep, so I went out on, launched at Cockle Creek, went down to Tetra Blanca. I fished for a couple of hours down there, and I had a serious problem with seals. So those keen fishermen will know that seals will take your fish off your line. So I think I landed 2 fish and then I'd lost 2 to seals. I thought this isn't going to be productive, so I travelled another 30 miles across to Mures, and straight away 3 rods go off, triple hook up, landed 3 fish. Thought, you beauty, we're going to have a good day here. But the day, I'll go into it now, but the day had a rough end because I then set the lines again, hooked another 3 fish. I thought, hell yeah, we're on. Got 2 in, and then the third one, well, actually, when I was gutting the second one, I got a hook straight through the heel of my hand.
Oh my God!
I didn't have bolt cutters on the boat. I couldn't get it out, so I had to call the day short.
You're not supposed to hook yourself when you are fishing, but it does happen. And how do you actually get it out of your hand, and how is it recovering?
So what we normally do is we'll push it through and use bolt cutters to cut the barb off, and then pull it back again. But I didn't have bolt cutters on the boat, so I had to drive back in with a hook and a lure, quite a big tuna lure, dangling out of my hand. And then when I got back in, obviously my mum knew about it by then, so she was like, you have to go to the hospital. And I was like, okay. So she met me down at the boat ramp and my dad to make sure I was safe and got back okay. And I went to the hospital, and they ended up wrapping a cord around it and pulling it back through with the barb attached. And I've got a really good video of anyone. If anyone's not squeamish, come and find me after, and I'll show you a video of a doctor tugging at my hand like with all his strength. It was pretty hectic.
Pretty disgusting. But now you know how the fish feel, right? Like,
yeah.
But,
I don't think they have local anaesthetic.
No. So what do you use for bait when it comes to one of these tunas?
So I troll lures, so no bait, but just a variety of lures. Skirted lures work really well, and then I also run these hard body diving lures as well.
And what's the biggest challenge, do you think, in catching one of these? Like how long does it take to typically reel one in?
It's really hard. You can't really tell the size of the fish by how long it takes to come in. Sometimes you have, this fish would be about 40 kilos, sometimes you have a 40, 50, 60 kilo fish that will fight harder than a 70, 80, 90 kilo fish. But you can kind of feel the weight of the fish on the line. It's hard to explain, but going off the time that it takes to reel in, you can't really tell. But the big fish just have a different feeling. They've got very big tail beats, and they just feel like there's a big mass dragging through the water. So it is odd. No rhyme or reason.
All right, so you are carving this thing up, and they are delicious here at Mures. So you need it straight into the gob from here?
Yep, 100%. That all you can do with fish is eat it. All you can do with tuna is eat it sashimi, but it actually is very versatile. It can be tricky to work with. It's very high risk of overcooking, but there's definitely some different things you can do with it. There's some different parts of the fish you can use as well. So what I've just pulled off. Sorry, I should be showing the camera. I don't know if that works, but that is the top loin. So that's the leanest part of the fish. So you've got your top loin is the leanest, and then the belly is the fattiest. So the belly gets like a really nice butteriness to it. Then that bottom loin is sort of in between, and the top loin is very lean.
And how important is the premium hand quality carving that you are doing? Because this is highly prized tuna. And is it important to deliver premium quality tuna and the right carving of it?
Yeah, so I think Tuna is quite a funny thing. Everyone thinks the fish is cold-blooded, but tuna will actually come out of the water at 30 degrees, even in our Tassie water where it's sometimes 12-degree water. They'll come out 30 degrees or even 35 degrees. So they're so active and so fast-moving that they will actually warm their bodies up just from swimming. So, and also being such a high-energy fish, they've got a lot of blood in them. So that's why the bleeding is very important, and chilling the fish really quickly and really well is very important because they come out of the water hot. And they'll actually cook. You'll see on a fish that hasn't been handled well, it'll get very opaque, sort of on the top there, and that's the fish literally cooking itself. And because it is such a significant fish to be, catching, and one fish can go so far, so like you can feed 100 people off one fish. So it's definitely worth making sure you do the right things for each and every fish.
Really?
So I've got a really bad story for this actually. I went out with a friend of mine who's mad keen fisherman, but mad keen fly fisherman. Hadn't done much sort of deep sea or saltwater or open ocean fishing, I should say, not deep sea. So very new to an overhead reel and the gear we use. We strap into a big harness so we can help wind it in. But in saying that, this fish must be massive because we were on it for 6 hours. So the biggest fish I've landed is 109 kilo, gilled and gutted, a whole fish. And this fish looked bigger than that, so I don't know how big it would have been. But the frustrating part was, for nearly all of the 6 hours, it was just out of arm's reach of the boat. We could see it for a lot of the time. It would go away a little bit further, come closer again. It was so close to the boat, we just couldn't close that gap to get it close enough.
Did the line break? Is that what happened?
It was. It ended up getting wrapped around the props, which is such a crushing way to lose it because it should be avoidable. But I just think of it this way, that we were lucky enough to have a fish that size on for 6 hours and not make a mistake, and then we made one mistake and we lost the fish.
But you got this one, which is beautiful. So run us through what you're going through now. Like this is the last half of it.
Yeah. So I've done the top line, bottom line of each side, and now we're moving on to the other half. I'll just comment while we're here as well. So we've got the beautiful head of the fish here, but there's actually so much good meat all in there. So you can take these wings off, cook them on a barbecue. They're delicious, some of the best meat you'll get. Nice cheek in there, which you can also use. Some people just split that head down the middle whole and cook that as a thing by itself. The fish. The tail, the best thing I've found to do with this is I stick it on the roof of my shed and dry it out, and then I give it to my dog and he loves it. So I've got a nice boxer who just loves chewing on a tuna tail.
Oh, that's so good. And look, the gourmet product range here, these are so amazing. So when it comes to the sustainability story of the Southern Bluefin Tuna, tell us about the species and the journey it's been on, and is there plenty that remain?
Yep, so the bluefin tuna went through a really bad time. The Commission of Conservation of Southern Bluefin Tuna, and we set target recovery percentage to get to. We set quota. Quota is an amount you're allowed to catch. So we set a quota together and distributed that amongst all the countries, and the fishery recovered. And now we've got a really good booming fishery again, which is great.
So the process from catching the fish to actually serving it up, what happens to the fish usually when you get it? Does it go to a store somewhere and frozen? What happens?
Yep, so if you were to eat this fish on day one, it would be almost tough, like really, really firm, over firm, and it would be not as smooth a flavour. If you let this fish rest whole for 3, 4, 5 days, that meat just starts to soften up and the texture smoothens out and the flavour gets nicer as well. So we'll but obviously it's got to be held right. So what we do is we hang the fish, so there's no excess water pooling on it, nothing to wash the meat out, and obviously keeping it as cold as possible. We set our chiller to about 0 degrees.
And what do you tip?
I'm not going to answer that. We've got our chef coming up and he's going to plate some of this up. Excellent. So I'll let him answer that because I feel like that would be like if you asked him how to catch the fish. I'll give you my answer and it'd not be the right one. But yeah, we actually do a tuna carving during winter, where we bring a fish in like this. We'll cut it in front of you, we'll tell you the story of how that particular fish was caught, and then we'll do a full, or I think it's a 5-course meal, just based off that one fish. And no two dishes are the same. It really does feel like you're eating a different product every time. So it is very versatile. There's a lot you can do with it, and there's a lot of good things you can do with it. The skin off some fillets. I've got to trim these belly loins up a bit more. They've still got bones in through under the belly. But I'll skin this one off, so I've got a finished fillet to show you. This is where my one and only this knife comes in. Sometimes when you get a big fish, you won't be able to skin it all in one go, so the loin is probably about that wide, so you actually have to have 2 or 3 goes at it to skin it off.
So you don't do it like a salmon, just leave the skin on, usually just take it off?
No, it's very different skin, very fine scales, like really, really fine, and the skin's almost quite leathery. So you can see I've left not much meat on that, but it still is quite thick, like it'll almost hold itself. Yeah.
You can make a suit out of it.
You could make a suit. Probably be better than your secrets. No,
come on, that's a drive-by. Thanks, Jock. I look like a mirror ball, and this is a beautiful purchase. As soon as I saw it, I bought it.
Where do you go to buy something like that?
Paddy's Market in Sydney. So you go down there, they've got fresh fish also, so and a good fruit and veg. But yeah, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's $50 well spent. This will come in handy for the Seafood Festival, the inaugural.
You look like a fish.
Yeah, thank you. I might go out there actually, and could be mistaken for a seal, or the R&B artist known as seal. And finally, what makes this Southern Bluefin Tuna so extraordinary too? Like, there is something, you know, it deserves this moment for the Seafood Festival for the first time. What do you love about it?
Look, I quite often when I go fishing, I'll go out by myself, which I just find it's the most satisfying thing. You launch, you go down to the bottom of Tasmania, you can't see any other boats around you. You're in the most beautiful part of the world. Anyone who's seen the south coast of Tassie will just knows it's like walking into Jurassic Park. It's rainforests and cliffs and all sorts of things. And you're all by yourself, and then you're literally battling these fish to land them. And each fish is a significant challenge to get on board, and I think it's the most satisfying thing you can do to, you know, be able to land. I hope so. I think look, it's definitely something that we should have in Hobart. Like we are a working dock down here. It's really nice.
Here we go. Chef is making our way up on stage. So we've got a few crackers here to go with.
That's fine. I've still got another couple of loins to go, so I'll keep going. Just
yeah, keep on filling.
I saw some hungry faces in the crowd, and I thought I would.
Yeah, do you guys want to try it? Yeah.
Well, lots of people do turn it into burley, and you can turn it into soup. There's still a lot of good usable meat there. I'm going to load Gabby up.
Poor old Gabby.
You might need to do a couple of loads.
Yeah. This looks like The Godfather. You can just have a big tuna head in your tail.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
See you in a sec.
There you go, Gabby. Cop that. This looks beautiful. It's a very nice fish. So what are these? Can you explain us what these crackers are?
Just some beautiful flavored cassava crackers. And then we have a little yuzu koshu and soy mayonnaise on top.
And it goes well with the tuna, nicely.
Absolutely.
It will be stunning.
The rest of the meat between the sinew layers, and it turns into a beautiful tartare at home. And yeah, nothing wasted.
Nothing wasted.
I told you you'd have the good answers.
You know your stuff. All right. Tuna sell. Like, is there any countries in particular that are mad for it?
So there's obviously a big demand for it over in Japan. So we don't do any export. In fact, we keep all our fish local here in Tassie. But there is definitely a strong export market.
Got the first samples for anyone that wants to come on up and have a try of this Southern Bluefin.
How's that for descriptive words?
Yeah, deliciousness.
Tassie sunshine, yeah.
Like Tassie sunshine. Here they come. So gather round, everyone. And there's only a few selections. I might do a taste, yeah. Let's see.
You tell us what it tastes like.
Man, I gotta say, that is beautiful. And we've got a couple more crackers. Like you said, Tasmanian deliciousness, pure sunshine.
Yeah.
Is what I describe that as.
Yeah, exactly.
And so typically, how many crackers could you get per tuna too? Because like, how big are these? Like 40 kilos?
Well, Gee, I don't even know how many crackers we've got ready. I've never had that question before.
It's a big question.
I don't have an answer.
I'm going to go with.
Thank you very much.
And Tasmania Seafood Festival does continue not far away from the oyster shucking, which is pretty exciting as we clean up here on the main stage. But keep on continuing to drink, continuing to eat seafood, and enjoy yourselves on a beautiful Tasmanian day at the Tasmania. And this is the inaugural and the best, so the best oyster shucking aficionados from all across the industry putting their skills to the test. We're going to show you how to shuck. We're talking showcasing speed, precision, technique too, and plenty of prizes up for grabs. So first place gets $300, second place $200, and third place $100. So plenty of freshly shucked oysters for everyone to eat afterwards. So you're the real winners here. So we have every single time. You've got 1 minute to shuck as many oysters as possible, and these are some real shuckers out the back. So what we do during this too, it isn't about speed, it's about the oysters that count. So we've got to have the lid successfully removed, we've got to have the mussel cleanly served, we've got to have the oyster way out, progressing to the next round hopefully and taking home $300. And there'll be a race for third. There's going to be a championship. So they're making their way up. Here we go. Tony Byrne from Boomer Bay. You're a shucker from way back, aren't you?
Oh, that's what they tell me. Yeah.
So let's just go through how to shuck. First of all, you got your little knife here. So how do you shuck an oyster?
Well, it's actually two ways. Most of the oysters in Tasmania and Australia get open from the front. But you can open from the hinge, but I'll be opening from the front, and I suspect Will might be opening from the front as well.
Opening from the front. So what's the biggest challenge when it comes to shucking an oyster?
Biggest challenge is not to stab your hand, not get blood everywhere.
Right. So do you reckon you've had a few wounds in your time on your hands due to shucking oysters? Oh, look at this.
Look at the, you can see the dark patch there, and I'm only an amateur.
Right, well, so are you ready to shuck? So we want both hands on the table, the knife's there next to it. So I'm going to put a minute on the clock. And you need to shuck as many oysters, and we need you to support these people. We need all the guts, the determinations you have in your soul. Are you ready, gentlemen? All right, 3, 2, 1, shuck away. And we're away, so he's just tucking into it. Tony has shucked one, he is launching into it. One official shucked. And Will's actually struggling a fair bit with his first one. He's put too much water on it. Oh, look at Tony go, look at him shuck. He's a master shucker. 16 seconds in, he's already shucked 2 clean oysters. We might have these Patrick a little bit later. Poor old Patrick, he's not going to enjoy that. There we go, that's Tony. What's happening over here, Will? You're taking your damn time with it, mate. All right, there's 2 over here. That's nicely finely shucked. 35 seconds in, 4 shucked oysters. That is 5. This is an absolute blowout. This is like Carlton versus Sydney. What's going on? He's a Carlton supporter. Sorry about that. That's really unfortunate because the last 32 back here. Come on, Will. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now you can shuck off. Here we go. That's 1 minute in, and that is nicely done. I think we do have a clear winner here. Just looking at these, there's no mollusks, which is pretty nice. The meat remains beautifully intact. I think you've won by an absolute mile here, Tony. Congratulations. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Will. Thank you, Will.
Thanks, Will, for going super slow.
And the Mure family.
Yeah, the Mure family. Let's hear it for the Mure family and their beautiful businesses who've been here since 1970s. Well, you're going through the next round. What we're going to do with you, Will, is we're going to take you out the back and we're going to shuck you as well. So, no, you're going to be going for third. So these freshly shucked oysters can be eaten. Does anyone like oysters? You want a free oyster? Yeah? Come on up here. We'll put a bit of lemon on the side. And the loser, I don't know, gets a picture of me riding in uniform, which is always fun. There you go. Good on you, Tony. Tony from Tasmanian Oyster Company. Where are you guys when it comes? building.
Yeah, Mures for sure.
Brilliant. All right, next two contestants, may as well make your way up to the stage. Here's Zoe Jacobson from Living the Shucking Dream. And we've got Jock Mure back on stage after doing his bluefin tuna. So Zoe, tell us about Living the Shucking Dream. Do you just love to shuck oysters?
I sure do. It's definitely my passion. I started off as a little side hustle for them to something like that. It's just
And whereabouts do you find these beautiful oysters? And what's the key to shucking? We'll come over here to Jock. What's the key to shucking, mate? Do you do much shucking today?
We've got a beautiful team of splitters at Mures, and unfortunately they're at the factory now splitting oysters, so there's enough for the festival here. So I'm trying to make up for them, but yeah, I'm only shucking them.
So you're a fight. So these are the semi-finals before the big finals. So about this, so do you want to do a toss for which side we want to go on, which is ridiculous. Are you both ready? Hands on the table, knives down. All right, your time starts in 3, 2, and 1, and they're away. Let's have a look at Zoe. She is the undisputed Lord and Messiah of shucking from last year, but Jock's got off to a pretty good start. He's already got one. They're both neck and neck at the moment, 10 seconds in, and a bit of water here, a bit nicely fresh. We've got 2 to 3 at the moment. This is Jock's taking a long time with this one. This is a difficult shuck, that one. So 27 seconds in, there's 4 shucked oysters, and look at the speed in which Zoe's doing this. She is just a superstar. This is ridiculous. To go, keep on shucking. When I say shuck, you say yes, shuck. Yeah, good. That's all the crowd work I'm doing. All right, 9 seconds to go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time is up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They look freshly shucked. And let's have a look at Jock. You come pretty close. I think that's 8. How do you feel? Commiserations, mate.
Well, you're generous at 7, but yeah.
It's actually 7. I never learned to count or read. That's why I'm emceeing here today. But 7's not bad, though, for a guy that never shucks.
Zoe's the champion, is all I can say.
Well, Zoe goes through to the final, but you can play off against your old man. This is going to be good. So well done, Zoe. We're going to serve those up for people too, which is pretty. Right on the line. Here he comes. This is for third prize. So we are going to have another race. Father versus son. Do you have anything to say to Jock before this, Will? Like any trash talk?
Jock, just think about your inheritance.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. That is a family legacy that's on the line here. He's going to concede defeat to his father. All right, hands on the table. Remember, he's already got his knife out. Are you ready to shuck? You were born ready. I'll put some gloves on. Yep. Make sure you do. You got to take care of Will versus Jock. Mure on Mure. Mono e mono. Let's go. Your time starts now. And we're shucking away. And look at Jock go. Here we go. That is nicely shucked. And it's just father versus son. This is for the Mure dynasty. Whoever gets this gets the whole lot. All right. So there is 2 each to these Mure boys. Jock versus Will. 21 seconds in. 3, 2, 3 at the moment. This is neck and neck. This is playing out. Oh, come on, Mures. That's it. That is shucked. Nicely shucked. You're just tucking into it. No one stabbed themselves yet, which I'm very excited about. See, we're 40 seconds in. Yes. Oyster Central. Your seafood, your food. Come on, left. Yeah, you got some encouraging words for the whole family. What do you reckon?
Oh, just keep going.
Just keep getting it. Go hard. Run through a brick wall. You're 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is neck and neck. Time is up. Oh, this is so close. Yeah, I think, let's have a look. 7 versus 7. What do we do here? Do we have an old-fashioned rock, paper, scissors, or do we have a dance-off? I think they should dance off to Macarena. Can we put on some music? So what happens here, Jock? Like in a situation, judges call. Look, see, some of these don't look edible. Like, Will, like, have a look at that. Like, that one looks very sad. Sad to be a sea creature. But yours look actually beautiful, actually. I'm going to have to make the judge's call on this one because, like, some of these, I don't know, you're supposed to have the meat, like, it does say lid successfully removed, mussel cleanly served. Would you serve that up to anyone, Will?
No.
I think that's the answer. All right, Jock has won $100, Jock. And he's won the entire Mures dynasty. Congratulations, mate. He's won the inheritance. He owns Mures now. That's officially how we decide these things. And now for Boomer Bay, Zoe versus Tony. All right. Now, you saw Tony's form in that first match. Are you worried about Zoe? Are you worried about it? Do you know this guy? Do you know how he works?
Yeah, I know Tony quite well. Yeah, we get along well. He's legend.
You don't want any smack talk between each other?
Smack talk. There's no point.
Yeah.
Off stage, yeah.
No point smack talking, you know, you're up against the champion.
True. So yeah, you are against the former champion of this. You got your oysters there. Do you have enough? Yep, there should be enough there. All right, in 1 minute. This is for the Undisputed Championship of Oyster Shucking. This is for $300, and this is for pride. This is for power. This is for the Tasmanian. Break it here today. Oh, Tony, just mind games already. Just putting the oysters all on one side. Oh, look at him go. Yeah, you love a bit of friendly banter between these two companies. All right, Tony versus Zoe. Are you both ready? Oh, look at his muscles. Just bringing out Bill and Ted, the pipes. Zoe's actually got bigger muscles than Tony, which is very ironic, because it's all that shucking. All right, you're picking the best oysters, aren't you? All right, hands on the table. All right, we're going to do this in, ladies and gentlemen, we need a 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Your minute has started, and Zoe is starting. Look at how quick she's doing this. That is unbelievably fast. Doing it carefully, and sometimes that is half of it, is doing the shucking at a beautiful rate to get them proper so they're edible. 20 seconds in, so we've still got a fair bit of time left, but there is sweat coming off both of these contestants. They are going for their lives. They're showing the guts and determination they have in their bodies. They're inspiring me. I want to run through a brick wall. I want to shuck all day. So we have 20 more seconds left on the clock in this minute between these two contestants. The Tasmanian Seafood Festival, we've got 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds to make a hero out of yourselves. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, 1, and done. Oh, done like a dinner. Oh, I'm going to have to count these ones as the aficionator of this. Zoe's already done it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, ladies and gentlemen. That is a dozen oysters. And I don't know if you can go the baker's dozen, Tony, but just looking at these, and I'm not very good at counting, but I don't think there's 12 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are too short, Tony. But commiserations, but congratulations, you've just won $200.
Thank you very much.
But Zoe, you are the champion yet again. $300 there. Round of applause. Zoe Jacobson, living the shucking dream. Where can you find living the shucking dream, and how do we get these oysters into our mouth?
You'll find me on Facebook, of course, and down Denali at 42 degrees.
There you go, 42 degrees. Round the shucking competition winner. You could just display that on your car as you drive around. That is so beautiful, and that nice little gift card. The undisputed Lords and Messiahs of shucking. Yeah, that's great. Round of applause for these two contestants. Round of applause for everyone you saw tonight. Round of applause for Gabby too, who is going to bring these oysters around to you. That was such an exciting time. Thanks to the people here at Mures for providing all these amazing oysters too. So the Seafood Festival continues here at Victoria Dock.